The news media is abuzz with warnings about the progression of obesity in America. According to the National Institute of Health, the prevalence of obesity in our country has skyrocketed from 13% in 1980 to 42% in 2022. And in children, from 5% to 20%, 1 out of 5 children are now considered obese in America. There are many causes, such as diets high in sugar, sedentary lifestyles, and emotional stresses. The CDC defines being overweight as a basic mass index of over 25 and obesity of over 30. The BMI is a calculation based on weight and height, and very difficult to calculate by hand, but easy just to put your numbers in. For me, I'm 5'6.5" and 150 pounds. When I put those numbers in the computer, then my BMI comes out to be 23.8. Being overweight contributes to health issues in a number of ways. Specific medical conditions which are impacted by obesity include hypertension, diabetes, coronary heart disease and stroke, gallbladder issues, osteoarthritis, sleep apnea, and many types of cancers. Quality of life issues affected by obesity include depression, anxiety, and issues with self-care. Diet is the biggest factor leading to obesity and the easiest to effect a change in. The American Heart Association recommends a sugar intake of only 36 grams a day. Now personally, I used to love chocolate milk and orange juice, but once I got diabetes and started looking at labels, I found out those both have 30 grams of sugar per 4 ounces. 30 grams, and the limit for the day is 36, so one of those pretty much took up my whole intake of sugar for the day. Fortunately, I found substitutes. I look for chocolate sports drinks now that have 0 to up to 5 grams of sugar. And if I'm doing fruit juices, there's a lot of sugar-free fruit juices now available at the fresh food market. Everything I buy now is low in sugar. For example, if I get cereals, I might pick up something like Cheerios, which have only 4 grams a serving. Or if I'm looking for a frozen dinner, I'll maybe check a healthy choice that has 6 grams of sugar. Those really reduce the intake of a daily sugar through the day. Some things I minimize are anything that obviously has sugar, like breads and cakes. Of course, fresh fruit and vegetables are always a good choice. Now, exercise is good for you in many ways, but that rarely will help actually in weight loss. Still, exercising for 30 minutes moderate exercise or 11 minutes on intense exercise 3 times a week makes a big difference in your long-term health. That type of exercise will help build up your muscles, help maintain your glucose tolerance, and improve your circulation to reduce heart attacks and strokes. When choosing an exercise, avoid contact sports and those which cause a lot of stress on the joints, like jogging. Instead, substitute walking, swimming, or bicycling. Recently, Semaglutide, a diabetic medicine marketed under the brand name Wegovy, has been found to be helpful in weight loss. A third of users lose 10% of their weight, and most will lose at least 5%. Semaglutide helps your body recognize when it's had enough sugar, and so it decreases hunger, slows the passage of food through your body, and makes one feel full earlier. It also reduces the urge for alcohol and sweets. Semaglutide is given by injection, has to be self-injected or injected by a practitioner every week. Semaglutide is usually well tolerated, although up to 20% of people will have GI symptoms. These include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, sometimes abdominal cramps. But there are also a few people who get serious side effects. These can include thyroid tumors, low blood sugar reactions, dehydration, and allergic type reactions. Another issue is that most people, when they stop taking the medicine, they tend to gain some or even all of the weight back. The way to prevent that is, during the use of this medicine or at any time, make dietary changes like I was talking about before. Look at labels and reduce the sugar intake. Maintaining a healthy BMI results in better health outcomes and a happier lifestyle. It's a good idea to check with your provider before starting a new exercise program or new medications. However, it's always a good idea to look for a healthier diet. This has been Dr. Philip Levin. Please check my YouTube channel and subscribe to obtain more issues on my travel articles and about medicine and other issues I'd like to put online. Thanks so much.